Okay, I've got 7 o'clock. It's the Farmington Town Board meeting of September 13th. We did have 6:30 joint town board meeting with Victor, Farmington Voluntary Ambulance Corps budget request. We also have a public hearing continuation, Farmington Market Center resuming, continued from August 24th. And then we have a resolution to extend that to our next meeting. Ryan, why don't you kind of give a synopsis of that?
Yes, I talked with the engineering consultant we have retained from Fisher Associates and was informed that they have been made aware that the Farmington Market Center is revising their traffic study and that new data will be forthcoming. Now, I learned today that the consultant for Farmington Market Center, a former employee of SRF Associates, SRF Associates has sold their entire business to Passero Associates. So this person is transferred over to Passero, but has assured Farmington Market Center that they will provide that updated traffic information. So once Fisher Associates, the town gets it, we can hopefully anticipate within the next couple of weeks to have the updated information so that Fisher can complete their charge that they were given. Okay. With that in mind, it becomes necessary to continue the public hearing to your next town board meeting.
Okay, very good. So we will have a resolution to continue the public hearing. Call this meeting to order with pledge allegiance. Michelle, would you lead us to the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, John. We have 2 sets of minutes to approve, the August 24th minute and the second town board meeting of September 6th. So, second. Motion by Mike, second by Steve. Any corrections, comments, abstentions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Privilege of the floor or public concerns? Any privilege of the floor or public concerns? And anybody online?
We do have a couple online.
Okay. Anybody online? Public concern or privilege of the floor?
You're good.
All right, thanks. Reports of standing committees, Public Works.
Yeah, Public Works met this morning, right here in this forum, and we got updates from water and sewer and highway. I'll start with water and sewer at the treatment plant. Digester 1 work has been completed. There's just a little bit of small stuff to finish up there. The clay valve for the igloo building has been received, and the personnel themselves are now going to install that. The bioscrew pilot has been transferred, or they did the transfer to the facility of Monroe County, and the sludge cake was delivered and the results are going to be reviewed. The low lift pump and cooling fans that are needed to be replaced. They're doing some research on rebates available through NYSERDA. Eastview Mall PS19 and PS3 Hook Road need check valve replaced. That has been completed. The bell and gasket pump is delivered and ready to be installed. Replacement parts for the UV disinfectant systems are quoted but not ordered quite yet. And they got quotes from Cook Iron for the all rest equipment. The water main replacement at 332 and 96 is going really well. The one crossing is done in the line, I believe, has been pulled through, and
The casing
has been pulled through there. And they're getting ready to bore the opposite direction on 96. The Town Line Road water main that needs to be finished up there on that project. It's going to start in about a week, I believe. I've been putting out flow meters, and there's some new locations that they're talking about there, which you can see in the paperwork if you want to get online and look at it. The stuff at Wygham Road is they're waiting for parts to be delivered, and they've been out about flushing water lines and hydrants around the area. Their manhole relining, that is underway, and they have 18 done already. And that is basically it for water and sewer. And as far as highway, they have their ongoing equipment maintenance. They're out there mowing roadsides. They've been doing the striping on the roads, and they have completed that project. The Cape Seal has been completed for this year. And the sidewalks on the west end of Town Line Road. The guide rails have been installed on Amber and Lumen's Road. They've been completed. In the parks, they're doing their normal maintenance, mowing and doing trails. The playground at Beaver Creek is completed, and they're painting the crosswalks. They about it for them.
Thank you. Town operations.
Town operations, we got 7 resolutions tonight. We have a total of 15 letters requesting expression of interest. They were sent to engineering firms that were listed on the New York State DOT's Regional 4 list of qualified firms for engineering services for federal highway administration grants. We got a total of 6 back. That's at this point, and the staff is currently ranking them and will coordinate the results with the state DOT for the next steps. Ontario County Tourism is working on a report to the Board of Supervisors on short-term rentals, which is kind of becoming a hot topic lately. It'll be available later next month, and from that we can draft some amount of legislation on the local level. The building report will be provided by the town code. We got 3 fire calls, and pretty much the town report is posted on the town website. That's all I have.
Great, thanks, Mike. Reports of other town officials, myself as supervisor. We started the budget 2023 process. The county budget is with the town clerk and with the town board. This morning, we're at Public Works. The town board met with the assessor in the water and sewer department. On the sewer side of the water and sewer budget, we have a $574,000 gap between revenues and expenses that we discussed, and how to trim that so we're not using that much money fund that. So we'll work on that for the next 2 weeks and make a change prior to the preliminary budget. And then our next budget meeting is Monday, late afternoon on the 19th. And then the following Tuesday, we have a couple more in the morning to hopefully finish up all the departments. So Monday night's the big one, getting all the fire departments, the ambulance corps, all the smaller departments that had budgets they turned in will be on the 19th. Highway parks.
Not much more to report. What Ron reported. We did do a little milling down on West Corporate outlet today for the potholes down there that we had. We got that milled out and paved back in.
Between the rain.
So we got it all done before the rain. We're gonna mill it today and pave it tomorrow, but the rain's gonna hold up, so we got it all done today.
Oh, good.
So usually when we have extra time these days, we go around, look for dead ash trees stuff down. We're in law. Random today. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I talked to that guy on the corner there about taking that one down because it was gonna fall in the road eventually. And we did have a call, I don't know, it was a couple of weeks ago, that we had a tree come down for the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, on Hook Road.
We got very lucky that it hit the front of the car and not the cab.
And that storm cellar came through.
It was on a Monday. And it just kind of blew in real quick, right across from Tom Lay's house. I hope they're okay. Yeah. So we've been cutting as many as we can.
Sound clear?
Yes, so next Wednesday, the County Clerk Association is meeting at the town of South Bristol. We have a speaker from New York State DOH coming, so we're really excited to have a one-on-one with him. And my office is working on pulling records that are for your right destruction, so you'll be seeing those sheets come around, the department has to sign off on, and then it's it.
Thank you. Water and sewer.
Oh, Ryan did a good job covering everything there. I did manage to forget to put one thing on the agenda, and that was a water tap. I believe it was last Tuesday at 3:32 down in Canandaigua. It was on a 20-inch line, and we did it live, which can sometimes be problematic, but it was. Everything went very smoothly. We didn't interrupt any service, and it's all the go. But
It's all go for it today. So.
I made it.
All right, thanks. Building and zoning.
Reporting for August, we had 113 or 100. Okay. Permits for August with 133 permits issued. We did 339 inspections, 18 fire inspections, 34 stormwater inspections, and 36 zoning inspections. So things continue to be busy.
Very good. Thank you. Planning board.
Yeah, our meeting on the 21st is all about the electric car corner. We have 2 special use permits and 1 preliminary site plan. So we'll be getting in the middle of all that. That's the location right across from Tops there, the old Creative State Courts. Getting in the middle of it.
Yeah, and your special planning board meeting to talk about electric cars and charging stations had good attendance, right?
Yeah, I thought it was a nice attendance. I thought we got good information as it relates to what they're doing. I mean, like they said, maintenance on the vehicles isn't much. Change some wiper blades and change some tires, basically. Yeah. We're gonna go find.
Thank you. Now, Director of Planning and Development.
Well, I have nothing to add to what Mike said, except that I want to let the town board know that I had a visitor today who brought his daughter with him. And this gentleman came from the town of Amherst and has relocated here in Farmington on Osborne Lane. And he wanted to compliment the town board and the town staff, planning board as well, for the excellent job that they have done in building a community that is not dependent on the automobile, that integrates pedestrian, bicycle traffic, and connectivity of those units. He's very pleased with the Victor School District. He's extremely excited with the tax rates that he's hearing about in Farmington. And he just wanted to let everybody know you're doing a good job. So I wanted to share that with you. We don't often hear that.
That's for sure. I appreciate it. And Osborne Lane, for anybody that doesn't know, that's in Hathaway's quarters property. So thanks, man. You don't have a town engineer tonight. We did meet, as I said, with the assessor, and he's progressing with review of property here in the town with a total recall. Recreation, we will have here shortly the closeout of the budget that he does for 2022 for the summer rec program. We'll have that information. And then they want to participate. They have a Halloween, what's the date on that, Dan?
The 22nd.
22nd of October.
Pumpkin walk. Well, no, the trunk
There's,
Trunk treat.
there's 2 that day,
And
yes.
you're right, and you're right.
So here we have the trunk and treat on the 22nd, and then the Kiwanis and the chamber on the same day, later in the day, as a walk.
So the first one's here, down Park. walk is at Beaver Creek Park.
Right. Great.
See you all there.
Absolutely. But we're taking a roll call too.
Okay, that ends the reports of town officials. Communications are on file. Reports and minutes. Bottom there this time, are on file. First resolution is recall and amend resolution 245/2022 and resolution 265/2022 authorizes the town supervisor to take appropriate action to sign lawn mowing contracts and apply the lawn mowing charges to the property within the town and to the tax roll. So,
Second.
motion a second. Dan, you kind of want to explain that one?
Yeah, I screwed up. I put the wrong amount on the first resolutions. I went off of 21's pricing and not 22 pricing. Submitted the supporting documents correctly, it just it's incorrect,
Wrong numbers.
wrong numbers on the original resolutions. So we're just getting them corrected. We've been billed correctly, we've paid invoices correctly. It's just when we go to put them on the tax roll, we need to have the correct information for the account.
Right. All right, thank you. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Choose a resolution authorizing the town supervisor to sign a settlement and release agreement with Charter Communications.
So moved.
Second.
Motion a second. This is basically after Charting Banks did an audit for us. They came up with that Charter Communications owes the town $44,000 in back charges that they didn't pay us for the number of accounts they had, internet accounts they had in town. All in favor?
Aye.
Right. Three is a confirmed resolution authorizing a payment to FW Web Company for a valve process inline pump series E plus.
Second.
And it's been brought in Public Works and finally got it on order. And the dollar amount is lowest, we had three bids, lowest bid was just under $2,800. All in favor? Aye. Four is confirming resolution authorizing the hire of Brian T as a laborer in the water and sewer department at a rate $18 per hour effective yesterday, September 12th.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Still got 2 or 3 more vacancies in the water and sewer. Five is a resolution authorizing acceptance of stormwater control maintenance agreement with the Safe Place Storage. So, second. Motion is second. Any comments from staff? Other questions? All in favor? Aye. 6 is a resolution authorizing the town of Farmington code officer Dan Delcory to attend the New York State Building Officials Conference annual business meeting and training in HIPS in New York, October 27th, with cost not to exceed $275.
So moved. Second.
Motion is second. Comments, questions? What was last year?
It was Alexander Bay.
That's right.
I didn't go last year. With all the COVID stuff going on.
Yeah. Don't blame it. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. 7 is a permanent resolution authorizing the payment of Power Mobile Sales LLC. That's for a VLOC3 Pro 5 watt kit that costs not to exceed $4,564.
So moved. Second.
Motion is second. And again, this is used quite often in the water and sewer department. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. 8 is a resolution authorizing acceptance of the monthly report from the supervisor for August 2022.
So moved. Second.
Motion is second. Comments, questions? All in favor? Aye. 9 is a confirming resolution authorizing the town supervisor to sign the required documents for the copy release from Xerox for the highway department at cost not to exceed $147.03.
Second.
So this is we have the Xerox leases with all the other departments and the highway departments was getting ready to die. Even though we approve it tonight, it'll probably be still 2 or 3 months before we get it. But, they're gonna be good to go with this. All in favor? Aye. That is a resolution authorizing the waiving of the Tennessee lodge fees, Cobblestone Art Center for various days to hold their day lab program for adults with disabilities.
So moved. Second.
And I just happened to notice they're actually over in Creek Park today at lunchtime with a group of students.
Yeah, I've seen them in there.
Yep. They go over there, and nice weather, and probably, bus load of them, they had a great time, and get some out in the fresh air. It's good. All in favor? Aye. 11 is a resolution authorizing a mid-year pay increase for construction inspector Dave Lawrence, $1 an hour from 27.03 to 28.03, effective September 18th.
So sorry.
So Dave was out a long time on medical leave, and glad to have him finally back. So we didn't do it with the other major reviews because we didn't know when he was coming back for. So that's why we're doing it now. All in favor? Aye. 12 is a resolution authorizing establishing and directing a filing of letter credit for approved site improvements for Hathaway's Corners Phase B Apartments project in the total amount $537,641.91. So,
Second.
motion second. Again, this is get the letter of credit in place. This is like the last phase for the Hathaway's Corners folks, Ashley Management, and it's a total of 88 apartments. All in favor?
Aye.
13 is a resolution authorizing establishing a letter of credit for approved site improvements for Blackwood Industrial Park, Lot R2, Union Crossing Project, and total amount of $816,921.92.
Second.
Again, this is on the corner of County Road 8 and 41, last 35 acres that are there. We've been waiting for this letter of credit for months, because it's been approved by the planning department. So we're glad that it's here, because that means in the short term, the construction will start. It's 2 large warehouses, 200,000 square foot each.
208,000.
208. All right. I want to forget Dave. All in favor? Aye. 14 is a resolution authorizing funding for the North Road Capital Project and transferring money from interfund transfers to engineering and water line, and a total amount of $300,000.
Second.
Yep, so this has always been on the capital project. There's $300,000 in this year's budget, which this resolution does. And then in 2023, there's another $300,000 recommended for the water budget to continue to finalize the North Road project, which is going to be like four different projects. It's taken so many years because of the expense of it and the length of the road or the water line. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 15 is a resolution authorizing the budget amendment in the lighting fund, transferring money from Creekwood Lighting to Creekwood connection fee in the amount of $181 from the appropriated fund balance. The Redfield connection fee in the amount of $362, and from the Pintail Lighting to Pintail connection fee in the amount of $181.
So
Motion and a second. Again, these are planned lighting districts that we're just now getting around to coordinate with RG&E for the actual connection fee. So these small dollar amounts is the RG&E connection fee they request. All in favor? Aye. 16 is a resolution to continue the public hearing and further deliberations from the Farmington Market Center and settle rezoning action to our next meeting, Tuesday evening, September 27th, commencing at 7 o'clock Eastern Daylight Savings Time. Motion second. Again, we discussed it earlier. in this evening meal, or evening meeting. And, hopefully we'll have study information to share with everybody by that meeting. All in favor? Aye. I'll also remind the town board at this time, we had another 6:30 workshop. That time was with the school superintendent on the 27th. And he'll be presenting, he's also scheduled for the town of Victor. He'll be presenting to us and the residents. They want to purchase the old YMCA property that adjoins the Victor School project property. And probably is a good idea. It's available. And so we'll have that information to the public. Again,
I have a picture last night. His name at the Victor Town Board is online now.
Yeah.
There's some details already out there.
Yep. 17, resolution authorizing the water superintendent to award a quote to Bobcat to Finger Lakes for one Pro Tech 10-foot rubber edge backhoe snow pusher that costs not to exceed $4,250.
Second.
So we did get more than one quote, and this was in last year's budget, and we didn't buy it, so we put it back in this year's budget. And found out that they have a pretty good delivery time, so let's get it purchased before winter. All in favor? Aye. 18 is a resolution authorizing the budget amendments, transferring money from BLT funding to program for the aging, program for the aging salary, storeroom contractual, and personnel contractual, in a total amount of $10,000. Mike, second to Nate. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. 19 is a resolution authorizing the budget amendment, transferring money from sanitary sewer personnel to taxes and assessment, and from sanitary sewer CE to the Victor line, in a total amount of $34,000. For the school budget, we had $300 and some $1,000, and they came in at $318. So that includes the school taxes and the library tax. So it's not a small amount of change. All in favor? Aye. 19 or 20 is abstract 17 to pay the bills. General fund $57,139.27. Highway fund $345,160.59. Beaver Creek Park $26,568.61. Town signs capital project $1,042. Route 33296 water line $48. SIP lining capital project $83,300. Town hall capital project $300. Water tank repair $4,074.78. Town line capital project $2,959.14. Storm drainage $2,658.80. Lighting district $724. Sewer district $1,044,270.71. 700,000 of that is to pay on the loan for when we doubled the size of the sewer plant. And that goes away in 2020, 27 and 28. So, water district $34,057.35. Payroll deductions $114.80. Total abstract $1,602,918.05. There is one training under 100. Motion, please.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. There is training for people in the water and sewer department. First, across the town, we do have waivers of the rules. Any objections to or waiving of the rules? All right, hearing no objections. First one is accepting the inventory, the highway machinery and tools equipment.
Second.
And this is an annual requirement that highway superintendent has to provide to the town board. All in favor? Aye. Second resolution, waiver authorizing the highway park superintendent to fill a labor position in the parks department at a rate of $17.50 per hour.
Second.
And the individual's name is Jeremy Hammond. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Resolution 3, resolution authorizing the budget amount transferring money from the parks personnel seasonal to parks personnel overtime in the amount of $6,000.
So.
Second.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Nay. Number 4 is a resolution of sympathy for the Aldrich family. Let me read it, please. Whereas the town board was deeply saddened to learn of the untimely passing of Nathan Aldrich Jr. on September 10th, 2022. And whereas Nathan served as a member of the Farmington Town Board for 14 years, now therefore be resolved, the town board adopt this resolution, extending sincere sympathy to the Aldrich family and spreading his memory on the minutes of this board meeting. Be further resolved, town clerk board copies this resolution, makes Nathan's family 4828 Parenting Road from Farmington. I will say that Nathan was also a World War II veteran, and he was at least 100 years old.
101.
101. Okay.
He's still out there with his tractor, still out there playing with his tomatoes.
This is always in his farm. Yeah.
Tomato patch.
Yep. So it's a. Did we move that? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anything else to come to the board tonight? Any other public concerns? Anybody online with public concerns? I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So. Second.
Motion made, second by Mike. All in favor? Aye. Thank you, everybody. See you Monday.